Congressman Michele Bachmann, Republican of Minnesota. Congresswoman, thank you for joining us. I haven't had you on in so long. I have to ask you, if your party gets control of the House of Representatives, will you use the subpoena power to investigate the Democratic members of Congress for un-Americanism?
Okay, so your question was, if I heard you, I'm sorry, we got a very happy audience back here tonight.
Well, they're probably cheering me, but let me ask you.
Is that the question?
Will you use the subpoena power, which you will have as a majority, if you claim the majority of the Congress, it looks like you will you use the subpoena power to do what you said on my program you would do, investigate the Democratic members of Congress for un-American activities?
I think the first thing we're going to do is try and set the economy in order, because jobs is the big issue. You were just having a discussion about that, and what people want to make sure is that no one's taxes are going up. So I'm calling on Speaker Pelosi during the lame duck session to listen to the American people. They're speaking overwhelmingly tonight. Don't raise our taxes. Stop the out-of-control spending. That's how we're going to get jobs back. So I hope that during the lame duck session, she'll have an extension of all of the current tax policy, because the very sad story is that 1 second after midnight, every taxpayer in the United States will see a dramatic increase in taxes. No one can afford that right now. That's job one for the United States Congress. We better listen to what the people have been saying, and we better do what they're asking us to do.
Well, your colleague, Congressman Issa, who's going to chair the Oversight and Government Reform Committee, has said he will use the subpoena power to investigate this administration. You have said on my program to me that you want to see the Democratic members of Congress investigated by the media. You put it that way. You wanted us to investigate the Democrats for un-American attitudes. I just want to ask you, do you stick with that plan? Do you want us to do it, or will you do it with the subpoena power? Who do you want to investigate the Democratic members of Congress for un-American thinking?
Well, the plan that I've been talking about all through this election is really four things, and I would encourage the new Republican leadership to take this on as the agenda in 2011, and it's very simple. It's keep the current tax policy so no one has increased taxes. Number two, we need to put a full-scale repeal of Obamacare, pass through the House, hopefully it can get through the Senate, and then number three, we need to make sure that we secure the United States borders. Number four, we need to make sure that we don't have a huge increase in national energy tax. Those are the four issues that the American people want the Congress to deal with, because they want to get certainty back into the economy.
Right.
What this election shows is that people believe in this country. They love free enterprise.
Right.
They love capitalism. Make sure that we have jobs going forward.
Let me ask you, Congresswoman Bachmann, are you hypnotized tonight? Has someone hypnotized you? Because no matter what I ask you, you give the same answer. Are you hypnotized? Has someone put you under a trance tonight? Did you give me the same answer no matter what question I put to you?
I think the American people are the ones that finally are speaking tonight. We're coming out of our trance. Really, we're coming out of our nightmare.
Okay,
well, I think people are thrilled tonight. I imagine that thrill is probably maybe not quite so tingly on your leg anymore.
I know you get to that. Your sign holder has already raised that issue. Well, someday we'll have you on the show again, and we'll get to the investigations. But congratulations. I know you will never be defeated on your philosophy, which is to investigate everyone for everything.
Which is free markets and embrace the principles of our founders.
Okay, thank you very much, Congresswoman Michele Bachmann, who seems to be in a trance, but thank you. Back to you, Keith.
Between the trance and the tingle, I feel like...
No, it's not a tingle. That's their word.
When did this broadcast
I never use that
get
word.
physical? That's what I want to know.
2006.
Can we talk for a second about what they're trying to do there? With that sign, they're trying to say MSNBC is in the tank and NBC is in the tank for a
Let me get back to this.
Trying to say.
We cannot continue to rely only on our military in order to achieve the national security objectives that we've set. We've got to have a civilian national security force that's just as powerful, just as strong, just as well funded.